What's going on YouTube? Chris here. Want to bring you all an update today of Bitcoin. Right now we're sitting at 8,417. We're up 0.39%. And first of all, guys, I want to say thank you for all the people who are praying for me for a safe trip. I'm in Florida now, so shout out to all my Florida people here doing the best that I can, guys. I'm just on my laptop from a bed here trying to do the best that I can, so just bear with me. I don't have all the stuff that I have typically in my home, but I'm going to try to do the best that I can here. So what I wanted to point out for Bitcoin first was that we broke down through the alert that I had right here. So yesterday when I was on the plane, I saw us start breaking down through 8,472, and my first thought was we were starting to break down through this previous resistance area that should have became support. And we're going to zoom into all this, guys, but that's the reason why I had this alarm there. Whenever you break through a resistance, just like we did right here on stronger volume, and we continued up, that should have been support, and we should bounce off that strongly and get a nice move out of there so we can come up and try to test that $9,600. But we're just not at that point yet. If you look at this on the 4-hour time frame, and that's what we're on here today, we have lost now our 20 moving average, our 40, and our 50. They're acting as overhead resistance for us. So as you see here, we were climbing higher highs and higher lows, and we lost these moving averages. So that's a bad sign, guys. Our last hope now for us to be able to get a strong bounce, if we are to go even lower, in my opinion, is this 200 moving average on the 4-hour, and that's going to be at $7,891. And I think that's a big deal for us because we first crossed this 200 moving average January 20th, 2020, and for this time now, you can see for over 4 days we started to make this beautiful uptrend, and we were just pushing higher and higher, and it was on significant volume. So whenever you see a trend start moving, you want it to continue. Typical trends, once they make it past 4 weeks, they will want to continue. So the next trend line that I'm going to draw on here, and I want to do it with you guys, I'm going to go from our low here, we're going to come up through here, and this is the trend line now that I want to see supported, this white trend line, so we can bounce all the way back into this area where this 200 moving average is on the 4-hour. We have this white trend line as support, and also this downtrend channel could be back tested again. But guys, that's showing weakness. If we are to drop all the way back in here, that means the bulls couldn't sustain this move right here coming out of our inverted head and shoulders pattern, and that's what we really have to look for. But whenever you're starting to move up in price and the volume's actually going down, that's something that you want to pay attention to, because traditionally when you're in an uptrend, you want that volume to continue to swell with each pump that you're having. But what I wanted to do here was zoom out, guys, and take a look at this. And if you get something from this, guys, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. I appreciate y'all being here with me today. Like I said, I'm going to do the best I can. I'm out of my element. Probably only got an hour or two of sleep last night. It was just pretty crazy, but I just wanted to bring this to you here. So guys, as we broke out of this downtrend channel, traditionally when you break out of these, you want to be on extremely heavy volume, which we had heavier volume, so that would qualify. But what you see here is we made a strong move up, and now we're starting on lower volume to give it back up here. And this is where we need the bulls to step in those key areas that I've been talking about, because we are out of this downtrend channel. If we start dropping back in this downtrend channel, that's when things can get really ugly for us, because we would have a potential of going back down to the bottom of this channel and retesting, and that could put us around $5,000–6,000, and we definitely don't want to go down there, guys. We want this move to continue. And if you throw a Fibonacci on this move that we're paying a lot of attention to here, and I'm going to zoom into all the candles here in a moment, guys, but if you take your Fibonacci right here, and we go from our swing low up to our swing high of this move, we have broken down through the 0.236, which that's common. Where we would next want to see this bounce is the 0.382 at 8,126. Then I'd look down around this 0.5 at 7,795, and in my opinion, all those areas need to be supported, guys. We really need to see the bulls stepping up there and supporting these Fibonacci levels. And then if we take a look at the candles and we really zoom in, see what's forming today. So what we had here, guys, and this was a telltale sign for us, when we came up here, we had a bearish engulfing candle. This was a very strong candle, and it came on heavy volume. So that's where we're looking, saying, is this a trend reversal in the short term, or is this just one of those Bitcoin manipulations where we have to be patient and it's going to be one of these? So back over here, guys, we went from $8,400, we dropped all the way down to $7,600 before we continued this run up. So now what you're looking at is this bearish engulfing candle. We had a little reaction, and then we fell again. And what kind of came in here was a small doji candle, you can see, and then we almost had a hammer candle. So what we're going to see is if we can start reversing out of this. But it's going to take us getting over top of that 20, 40, and 50 moving average. And the one I'm really paying attention to is the 50 on the 4-hour time frame. So I'll get rid of the 20, I'll even get rid of the 200 for us. And you see right here, when we broke down through and we lost this 50, we ended up going down, let me show you here, ended up going down over 5-6% right there. So that's important, guys. It's significant. Just like when we started crossing over this 50 up here, then we made a beautiful run. But we are up above this 50 for, guys, quite a while now, pretty close to a week, you know, and you can see us back over in here fighting with it as well. So it's significant when we do start dropping below these things, and we didn't find support directly on this old resistance that we broke through. You can see on the back side how we broke through nice and strong on a very strong candle, and now this is the spot, guys. We dropped down below it a little bit, but we're going to see if the bulls will fight and continue to try to hold it. So we'll put the support line right there, and that's going to be at 8,353. Then I wanted to zoom into our RSI, our relative strength. RSI is at 41 right now. You can see, guys, once we put in that bearish engulfing candle, do you see how the lower highs just started coming in and lower lows started coming in? That was a very big sell-off for us there. So that's definitely something that you want to be aware of. And then I wanted to push us out to the 1-day chart and just take a look at that quick, see what's going on. All right, guys, so you can see the inverted head and shoulders here. Right, we had a bullish engulfing candle here, we had a bullish engulfing candle here, and then we broke out through. And what you're seeing again is that fight over that support area, that 8,353 that we were talking about, guys. We're at 8,405 right now. But this bearish engulfing candle, that was a pretty wicked candle. So we're going to have to see if we can set a higher low where we're at now, and then potentially make that next move up. My upside target would first be getting up above 8,937, and then it would be up above that 9,608 is what I'd be looking for. And then our RSI on the 1 day, we are right now at 54.94, so we'll call it 55, guys. We're still making higher lows on the 1 day RSI here, so we're just going to have to see if we can get that bounce. You can even see I had an alert down here if the RSI was going to start crossing down. We're almost at that area now, but I started to have alerts last night, guys. I wanted to get this out for you the best that I could. Just been a crazy day, so I do everything I can. But let me know if you're from Florida, guys. If you're a Florida boy, Florida girl, I appreciate y'all being here with me today. God bless each and every one of you. Hope you guys have a wonderful day. I'll try to do the best that I can, potentially getting a video out tomorrow. So take a look for that, guys. Love you all. God bless.